so many, they rise against me, but I will hold my ground. I will not fear the war, I will not fear the storm. My help is on the way, my help is on the way. And oh my God, He will not delay, my refuge and strength away. I will not fear, His promise is true, my God will come through always. My help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. Oh my God, He will not delay, my refuge and strength away. I will not fear, His promise is true, my God will come through always.
While people are getting sick, I get arthritis. Everyone's getting some sort of pain this weekend. So remember to pray for them. Also, you guys, if you guys did not notice, you guys haven't seen Sabina for a while, say hello to her. Church is shy, sorry, Sabina. Okay, let me tell you guys a story. Writes this. Almost 50 years ago, Eli Wiesel was 15 years old, a prisoner in a Nazi death camp at Buna. Some arms, which is weapons, belonging to a Dutchman had been discovered at the camp. This man was immediately shipped to Auschwitz. Auschwitz is one of the worst Nazi death camp in Germany. The man had this young servant boy, a child with a refined face, beautiful, unheard of in the camps. He had this face of a sad angel. The little servant, like his Dutch master, was cruelly tortured. It would not reveal any information. So the SSS, the Nazi soldiers, sentenced the child to death, along with 2 prisoners who had been discovered with arms. So Weisel tells the story this way. He says, "One day when we came back from work, we saw 3 gallows rearing up in the assembly place, which is like all open in the center. 3 black crows, roll call, SS all around us. Machine guns trained the traditional ceremony, 3 victims in chains, and one of them, the little servant, the sad-eyed angel. The SS seemed more preoccupied, more disturbed than usual. To hang a young boy and thousands of spectators were no light matter. The head of the camp read the verdict. All the eyes were on the child. He was pale, almost calm, biting his lips. The gallows threw its shadows over him. This time, a soldier refused to act as executioner. 3 SS soldiers replaced him. The 3 victims mounted together onto the chairs. The 3 necks were placed in the same moment with the nooses. Noose is it's a rope that used to tie people for hanging. That's a noose. Long live liberty, cried the 2 adults, but the child was silent. Where is God? Where is he? Someone behind me asked. Total silence throughout the camp. On the horizon, the sun was setting. Bury your heads, yelled the head of the camp. His voice was strong. We were weeping. Cover your heads, then the march past began. The 2 adults were no longer alive. Their tongues hung swollen, blue-tinged. Their tongues were hung swollen, blue-tinged, but the 3rd rope was still moving. Being so light, the child was still alive. For more than half an hour, he stayed there, struggling between life and death, dying in slow agony under our eyes. And we had to look at him in full face. He was still alive when I passed in front of him. His tongue was still red. His eyes were not yet gazed. Gaze is like when they die, the eyes start gazing. So he didn't die. Behind me, I heard the same man asking, "Where's God now?" And I hear a voice within me to answer him, "Where is he?" Here he is. He's hanging here on the gallows. That night, the soup tasted corpse. I began telling you this tragic story because today's topic is what is our faith and our chance? We learn from this story that the evil doings does bring suffering, pain, and traumatize people so bad that for soldiers, they had to take psychological evaluations all the time. Evil and suffering, it's a big deal in this world. The idea brings us back to what Jesus says. Jesus says this way. He has this idea, and he says it. Next slide. He says, a woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child is born in the world. Interesting thought, huh? I know it's a very deep thought. Let me give you guys a background on this verse. Because for you to be able to explain evil and the happening and the suffering in your life, Jesus tells that verse. And that verse could be a little bit confusing. So what brought about this situation when Jesus talked about this and Jesus made this response was the disciples, they were talking to each other. And they were discussing each other in confusion and what Jesus had said before that. Jesus said before that, he says, in a while you will not see me. And then after a while, you will see me again. So he talks about that. And that doesn't make sense to them. If I was there, I was sitting there, I was listening, I wouldn't make sense either. Why would you be here? Why would you disappear for a while and then later appear again? What do you mean by that, Jesus? So Jesus makes this reply to them. He says, a woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she gets anguish because her joy that a child is born in this world. I know Jesus talks in parable, you guys. It's like one was saying, you gotta be smart to catch up Jesus. And that's a parable. That's a twist. That's a riddle itself. I want to show you guys this video of a woman giving birth. Don't worry, it's all PG.
Pay attention to it.
There will be a sharp pain as I set the bone. Prepare yourself. Good. You bore that well. Keiko,
I'm all right. I think.
perhaps you should lie down.
I'm having contractions.
I believe that is not uncommon in the late months of pregnancy.
No, I need contractions. I'm going into labor.
You cannot. This is not a good time, Keiko.
It's not open for debate. Like it or not, this baby is coming.
Your contractions are now only 30 seconds apart. Dilation has gone to 7 centimeters since the onset of labor. That will not take long.
It's easy for you to say.
You are doing very well. I'm sure the child will arrive soon.
Warp, has the baby turned?
Turned.
So the head is down. Dr. Crusher told me a few days ago that it hadn't. She wasn't worried because I still had a month to go.
I'm not certain. Can't you tell?
Warp, have you ever done this before? Delivered a baby?
Yes. No. I took the Starfleet Emergency Medical course. In a computerized simulation, I assisted in delivery of a human baby.
Sometimes it doesn't go by the book, Warp.
I'm sure everything will be fine. Congratulations. You are fully dilated to 10 centimeters. You may now give birth.
That's what I've been doing.
Burning down is the next stage. It should start at full dilation. Why has it not begun?
I don't know. I don't think it's up to me. It happens when it happens.
Computer simulation was not like this. That delivery was very orderly.
I'm sorry.
Did you feel an uncontrollable urge to push? You are bearing down. You must push with each contraction, and I must gently but firmly to push harder. Push, Keiko. Push hard. Push, Keiko. Push. Push. Push.
I am pushing.
Baby's emerging head first. One more contraction.
Okay.
That's it. Push. Push. Hard. I have the baby. I will slap the child to induce breathing. I will cut the umbilical cord. Like it. I believe she looks like she will run.
You're wonderful, Warp. I couldn't have done it without you. I know.
Trek: The Next Generation. I grew up in the 90s. We watched that constantly. The 70s was Star Trek, the original series. So 90s, that was like, we each have our own crowd of, I guess, like Star Trek fans. You got the original Star Trek people, and then you got the Star Trek Next Generation, which my people. And then we're different from Star Wars, okay? Don't ever categorize us with Star Wars. We don't like Star Wars, but we like Star Trek. I want to share that with you guys because if you guys look at it, in the 25th century, that's the setting of the timeline of Star Trek, Next Generation, we still see this hardship, this given birth pain that the mother goes through. And what you saw was a video of Worf, which is a Klingon soldier there for the Star Trek. And then he's helping a woman named Keiko O'Brien, which she's the wife of Chief Engineer Miles O'Brien. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know. People who raised in the 80s, 90s. We probably know. So he was helping her to give birth. And as you saw, 25th century, we have this laser cutting tool. But yet nothing on helping a woman who's going through birth pain. I know, incredible. This birth pain was like a curse from since the age of human time that God has given to us. And then you see how Keiko goes through, right? She was really angry when she started having these contractions, and she got pushed, and Keiko went through this really tough birth pain. And what happened was when the baby comes out, this woman is like, she changes her demeanor. She changes everything. All from this angry face, frustrations, and she's probably feeling, I don't know if she feels scared, but she feels like she gotta get this baby out. Yet, right after the baby comes out, she changed. It's like 180. This woman just changed 180. And she was filled with joy and happy. She's smiling, a little happy with a smile and laugh. Jesus parable tells us a little bit about this. He tells his disciples this way. And he tells them, even though they don't understand, he says something about he will actually leave and then return. That's what he tells us about this parable. And so what Jesus tells about this parable is a common thing that happens to us every day. It happens to us today. He tells us that, you know what, we will go through trials and suffering. And these are things that we cannot avoid in life. These are things that we can't escape. And we're going to experience like this woman, this pregnant woman, giving birth. That's the story that Jesus writes here. And during birth, it's going to be painful. It's going to be exhausting. It's going to hurt. It's going to be excruciating. And you are going to be crazily angry. And just like this woman, you know a woman they go through when they get pregnant, they give birth? Some woman, they look at the husband, and the husband's standing next to it in support. You know what she looked at? How dare you give me this pain? And sometimes she even want to like, hold my hand, you know? And when she hold your hand, she just want to squeeze it really hard because she wants you to experience the small amount of pain she's going through. And that gives her relief at the same time because you know you're sharing her pain for sure. Husbands, you know, we'll go through that. I think I can't wait for that, you know. The crushed hand, the yell in my face, and the thing that just made me feel stupid and made me want to walk out of the room. That experience, yeah. But this woman was given a baby. Keiko was given a baby. It was really hard. Once the baby comes out onto her lap, her chest, she just feels such joy that she received this baby. The anguish pain that she had, she remembered, all just suddenly disappeared. All those memories just like, boom, gone. So there's a lesson for us here. A lesson that to be taught for us here. During hardship, during those times of troubles and suffering, things don't happen to us by a chance. Things don't happen to us by chance. If you believe that it is by chance, then you believe that God does not personally intervene and work in your life. And that He doesn't operate in your world at all. And if you believe that He will, by chance, that you believe that He keeps Himself out of your world, He keeps Himself away from you, and in your situation, your circumstance, your suffering, it is out of God's jurisdictions and His work and His hands and His involvement. So chance is to believe that events happen to you and they happen to you and everything that happened to you and everyone is determined by a randomness. not determined by God's work at all. So everything that you believe in that, if it's happened by chance, that means it won't happen by a random. Or in fact, if you believe that it happens by fate, right? We tell each other we're fated to be in love, we're fated to be forever. It happened to us by fate, or we tell us, it's fate that we will pass away. It happened to us by fate, then we believe that fate is like destiny. Destiny is it's the usual thought of a predetermined course of events beyond human control. It's beyond our control. And when we typically respond to that kind of belief, we respond to a resignation. We respond to the fact that, we can't change our destiny. Then why even try if we can't change it? What happens, happens, and we can't do anything about it. That's destiny. That's fate. But having those two ideas, either by chance or by fate, that's unbiblical. That's not true. That's not what the Bible teaches. And let's not get the wrong idea about it. We're not sovereign masters of our own life, our own fate, really. We're not sovereign masters of it. Only God, He's sovereign. And sovereign, He has a sovereign control, and that sovereign control is called providence. So He chose us. He has chosen to give us a free will. And that free will, He creates this moral universe in the law of cause and effect. And the cause and effect is our reality, is our truth. And God, He's alone. He's a lone God. So there's no accident in this universe.
And you are good, when there's nothing good in me. You are love, on display for all to see. You are light, when the darkness closes in. You are hope, you have covered all my sin. And you are peace, when my fear is crippling. You are true, even in my wandering. You are joy, you're the reason that I sing. You are life, in your death has lost its sting. I'm running to your arms, the riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace, in light of the world forever reigns. You are more than my words will ever say. You are Lord, all creation will proclaim. You are here, in your presence I'm made whole. You are God, all else I'm letting go. I'm running to your arms, the riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace, in light of the world forever My heart will sing, no other name, Jesus. My heart will sing, no other name.